go ahead and start. We always start as we're waiting to get set up with the balls of our feet. So these are not bright enough. I've been trying to wear brighter leggings, which I have, so that on camera, black and, yeah.
It ain't working.
It ain't working as much. It's harder to see. So really find those places. When you find a place, pause. Just really letting just kind of the movement, the sensation, even close your eyes and will you think, I know this is something we don't normally do, like just your gratitude for your feet. They carry you through the day. Go closer to the heel and kind of roll across the foot and across it the other way and then across it again. Okay, seeing if you can, while we're doing this, some rotation on the legs. We're gonna do, I know, you'll be shocked. We'll be doing hips today. And some shoulders. And then hold it. Stretch through those toes. Just really try to stretch them apart. Lift them off so they're not curled down. Just lift them and try to make them as wide as you can. Heel can be down. Just feel that work and then release it. And then come back in, pushing down on the ball and spread through those toes again. I know, they're like, but Debbie, they're not moving. It's okay. Release it. Come back. We're going to do it 5 times. This is number 3. Spread as wide as you can get them. You'll notice that when I spread, one of my toes lowers. Okay, it doesn't matter if they lift, doesn't matter if they lower, just try to spread them. Okay, and release. Last one. Push down, find that spread, and this time, not only a spread, see if you can feel a string on the top of each toe, pulling it towards me. I'm pulling those toes. Let them just stretch. You should feel the back of your thigh or calf, your shin. You might get a little bit of a burn, and then just release. Move the ball to the other foot, and we just roll through that ankle that you just did. Yeah, pick up the foot, hold that knee, just roll, yeah. And then flex and point it. And then you're bringing the ball back to this foot so that we can go up and over the top. Okay, so you move the ball a little bit further away, big toe on one side, pinky toe on the other, lift the heel. Ball of the foot is down. So my ball of the foot is on the floor and I'm lifting. It's spreading my toes together. So move the ball a little more forward, Trudy. Move the ball over, yeah, even more forward, even more, so that it's on your toes. Now, can you see the ball on my toes? Yeah, there you go. Yes, you got it.
She was trying to cheat.
That's sensational, isn't it? Now, one of the biggest things, one of the best things has nothing to do with the toes, the spread. This big toe, if we have, and I have to show you on my right foot because on my left foot, it isn't there. It wants to go underneath, okay? And that is just, my dad's feet are the same way. Okay. So I have had to work so hard by planting that big toe and just spreading it to get them wide, because that angle on your big toe is no bueno as we age. Then you get carbuncles and you get that kind of a thing. So one of the things this does is pushes the big toe wide. So if that's all you can do is get that big toe down off the side of the ball, find that. And then go ahead and lift. That is sensational, I hope. I mean, it is for me. And then I want you to take, here we go, up and over, pointing the foot, reaching the arch of the foot up as high as you can, and then come back. Now this next time we'll go do the same thing, and then you're gonna pull, see if you can come all the way so that the toes come to the floor. Oh yeah, there's some smash going on there. And then release, go ahead. I don't know about you, but when I release, it's like, oh, those toes. Now bring the toes underneath here. You're on the top of them. Try to get them all. That's better than you've been able to do before. Beautiful. Yeah, that stretch, that's mobility. Okay? We're going to stand in a minute, and we'll do some mobility in the ankle as well. And release. Tap it out. Yeah, that'll help get some of that. Because I don't know about you, but I start to feel a little bit of numbing sometimes in that. Okay, second side. Just find your places. Okay, you really will roll. If you'll roll through the arch of the foot, that's usually where I sense most of the tension. If I find something in the bottom of my foot, it's usually under the arch. So pause, breathe. Just kind of rolling through. You're welcome to roll up through the toes and the ball of the foot. It's all good. I don't know if any of you have ever had, and I've mentioned this before, a foot zone is what they call it, because all through the body, all the way up, the foot matches the spine. And it's kind of amazing when they really work through that foot and they can find different things that maybe in your body aren't quite happy. Then go ahead and pull it towards the heel and just push and hold. Yeah, and then push the heel down and stretch your toes wide. Yeah, take them as wide as they can. Yeah, regardless. Now you'll notice on this foot, this one likes to trick, so I have to just kind of practice. And then this one's totally, it's stretching a little bit now, but that's the one I broke a few years ago. And yeah, it doesn't like to move anymore. And then release. And then reach again. Stretch through those toes. Find that just as wide as you can and release. This is number 3. Stretch them wide. Breathe. Try doing your hands and see if it makes a difference. You're doing the same foot. I think. I thought you were. Anyway, stretch through those feet. We got one more. Come back in and stretch. Beautifully. This time, feel each toe pulling towards me. Just pull. Even if they don't move, go ahead and let your foot move maybe 1/4 of an inch forward, like they're stretching, they're stretching, they're stretching. And then release. Go ahead and you can move this over if you want to hold on to that ball. We'll be back in a moment. Roll through that ankle. Okay, then take the ball back. Here we go with our toes. Finding big toe on one side of the ball. Pinky toe if you can. If you can only get the big toe is more important right here. But you're pushing the ball of the foot down and you're lifting the heel. So yeah, really get through those toes. Push this arch forward. That sounds like good work.
I hate these toe things. I've got the weirdest toes.
No, we don't have weird toes. They just have not been. I mean, when's the last time you did this?
With
Yeah.
you.
With me. Yeah, I mean, really. And then release. Go ahead and release it again. You should, yeah. Find that. We got a couple more. Up and over. Find the point. Reaching, trying to get the toes down. Now, I often will feel a cramp here or here. So if you're feeling that, that's okay. Find that stretch. You're trying to lift the arch of the foot towards the front of the room. We don't do that very often. Men really don't do this very often. It's much harder for men. That's, for Blair, that's a real, sensitive thing for him to do. And then release, okay? And then go ahead and come here. Tuck your toes under. Yeah, fine. There, it's just the top of the foot stretch. Yeah, you're doing the same foot. Change. There you go. Oh, yeah. So the only way when I'm doing some really aggressive, like when we go, we call them vinyasa, where you go forward and back. Hello, you can come in. They were talking about yoga, and then they cracked open this door. So anyway, I was saying something that I've already lost. And release, okay? And then, yeah, wiggle. And then you don't need the ball anymore, just put it back up. I put your blankets down a little bit lower today. Okay. Good stuff. Grab this. We're gonna treat them as if, so you're not really gonna stretch these today. We're just gonna treat them as if they, I wanted to see if we could do this, otherwise we'll get sticks. Okay, so you're just gonna find range of motion. Just kind of come back. Can you go all the way up and over and down and up and back? Woo! And then just like one up and then the other. And then would you do like you're doing the backstroke? It's kind of annoying to have. So it's holding steady, okay, but you're doing the backstroke. Try to get it behind. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to, it's forward and back, right? One and then the other. Yeah, you're just moving. So I want you to feel as if you're holding a stick. Okay, it's not bending and then straightening. It's a stick. Go ahead and come side to side. Okay, and then just put it down and roll through your shoulders. Okay, so we're just gonna, you got all tucked in his hair. Yeah, we'll get sticks. I just thought, oh, that would hurt. It does hurt. Okay, so try and get, here we go. Can you feel the work your shoulders have done? Yeah. Just by holding that, okay? So this is what we'll do. Over to the side first. I wanted to just have you move. And then over to this side, okay? I want you to treat as if it's a stick. And back up and over. I know they have some downstairs, but they're weighted bars. I don't think that's too much. So we're just going for mobility. Go ahead, one more each side. This next one, I want you to kind of butterfly. So going here, 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 just back up. It's kind of weird.
Kind of better.
Here we go. Here, the right hand forward, left hand up, and just come back up. Does that make sense? Try it this way again, to the right. So you could go bend over, come down, other hand comes, and then you just you bend the elbow and come back up. Over to the other side. Arm comes down, arm comes up, and then just come up, and then release. Feel those shoulders? Okay. So, range of motion in every part of the body, right? Now, can you feel how this didn't work much in the back, but it worked a ton right in the socket? Yes? Yes. You may lose those. We're going for mobility today. We may not do much strengthening, okay? Inhale, sweep those arms up. Let's do the spine. So I'd like you to, I'm just gonna show you with my hands, like you're gonna curl over with the spine. Sometimes this helps us get a little bit deeper. I want you to just round. Go ahead and pull back. So as you come forward, pull back as far as you can, and then flex your hands and come up and lengthen the spine and reach, and then drop your arms because they're going to be fatigued because of what we just did, okay? Find the backstroke with bent elbows, okay? If all you can do is this is one of the best things because almost always we sit like this. We are here using all this front side of the body. We're in the kitchen. When do you reach behind you? Okay, and I don't know about you, but you might reach behind to grab something out of the back seat. It would be with this arm though. But you reach it up and you pull and you feel that shoulder go, oh my gosh. So the backward movement, we focus a little bit more on. Okay, here we go again. Take them up and over, tuck your chin. Come as low as you can. When you get to a place where it's like, yeah, I'm done. Then pull back with the ribs. Yeah. And then your hands are going to point and flex, and they're going to bring you up. So reach the palms towards the ceiling, and then go ahead and drop and roll through those arms again. So keeping our arms up, okay, is another thing that's very strengthening for the top part, okay? One more work on the back side. Okay. That's going to come. Reach around, grab your chair. Take your shoulder, right, and instead of rolling it forward, you're so good at this. Take it back and leave it back, okay? Now, that's staying there. This shoulder is pulling. Oh, yeah. Anybody feel that? And release. So it's like the elbow is pulling back and release. Now we tend to do this like this. Lift your head. And we're going to do 10 of them. Pull back, squeeze, release. This is probably your third one. Pull back and release. Okay. Pull back and release. And what was that? This is probably 5, maybe 6. Now 4 more. Pull back, breathe. No holding of the breath. Inhale, exhale. Here's 9, and release. And here's 10, and release. Just let it hang right now. Take your head away from this shoulder. Okay, you will see people do this all the time. Remember, that is only okay if you're not using this hand to crank the neck, okay? You're using the head, it's pushing into the hand. So they're like playing tug of war here, and they're not gonna win. It's one of the best strengtheners for this side of the neck. Then you're gonna reach the hand, go ahead and reach the fingers, they're gonna come out. Now I am trying, so as I'm pulling with this hand, I'm pushing my head into that hand. And I'm just trying to get it to go reach. Find that stretch. And then release. Go ahead and roll through that neck. Find that one side. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like I'm like this. Because I've worked and stretched that side. Okay? Beautifully done. Take this arm back. Hold the chair. Shoulder out of the way. Other side. You did that side before.
Did it wrong before.
I noticed. It's okay. I thought maybe you needed to adapt for your shoulder, okay? I love that you guys pull this back. See if you can also pull it down. Oh, and here we go. Pull it away and come back and breathe. So it's not just a stretch here. I'm also hugging elbows towards each other, helping this elbow to back, squeezing in between the shoulder blades. Come back, squeeze into the shoulder blades. You will not feel this as long after because the muscle, the trapezius muscle is this most amazing muscle, okay? It has fibers, keep going, that are like this, and that are like this, all within the same muscle. So when they contract, this one contracts this way. This one contracts in, that's what we're doing here. This bottom one contracts and pulls the shoulder blade down, which creates this movement. All within the same muscle, okay? One more, hold, breathe. Reach out with your head and gently release. Roll through that shoulder. So you feel a ton of stretch on the front of it. You'll feel hardly any work on the back of that because that muscle is so incredible. Hand comes up. Remember, I am not pulling the head down. I am pushing the head up into the hand. This arm is just out to the side. I'm trying to reach the fingers, okay? I'm just trying to find length. Fingers here, the head. See if instead of just going tug of war, maybe I can try to go that way with the head. Yeah, you'll feel that. Breathe, stretch. This works the side of the neck muscles, but it works them long because we're stretching at the same time. And gently release. Go ahead and just wiggle through. Find some movement. Okay, grab your ball on the back of your chair. I want you to lift your chin and jut your jaw, which is just taking that jaw going. The bottom. Blair says it's a habitual thing in my family when we're thinking. Pull that jaw out, I don't know. Ball's gonna go right here. Come up and over as big as you can. Push into the ball and hold it there. These shoulders are coming up, they're going back, they're pulling down. They're coming up, push into the ball, don't let it fall, and come down. Pulling around and up and come down. This requires the neck moving forward without, notice my voice really doesn't change a ton because I'm not cutting off my windpipes. Hold it back away, push into the ball, pull the shoulders back, squeeze and release. Okay, can you feel how that went even into the back of the body? Ooh, kind of. Go ahead and come down here and just move. Finding range of motion. Noticing, oh yeah, going side to side. Go ahead and come up and over here. You're going to feel that right down that waistline into the hips. Come all the way back and up and over the other side. And come all the way back and up and over. Come all the way back. You're going to hold this one up and over and hold. And then just kind of wiggle your shoulders, finding that. Somebody else is worried about coming in late. Let me go tell them it's okay. They are welcome to come in late. Oh, okay. You just want to see the room. We don't want to do yoga. Okay, how do we feel?
Oh,
How are those shoulders? Okay, so on here, there will be a link and we'll talk about using the shoulders, right? And mobility of the shoulders, okay? So I want you to stand. Come to the back of your chair, okay? Now, if the chair you find is not firm enough, because these aren't very heavy chairs, okay? Then I'm gonna have you come grab a wall, right? You'll just go back to the wall. This is what it's gonna look like. I'll do it from the front and then I'll do it from the side, okay? We'll do both legs. So you'll be coming up. Thank you, sir. We'll come up, okay? You gotta turn to the side, okay? But just watch for a sec. Let me show you. Up, out to the side. Now, this is the one that's weird. It's not just drop the knee. I'm going to try to lift the heel. And then I'm coming all the way around. I'm creating movement in the hip, okay? Then we'll go backwards. Going back lifting the knee, but keeping the foot up too, coming all the way forward. We'll cross over and find a little bit of a seat. You're gonna find a fabulous stretch on the hip. And then you're going that way, away from that leg that's crossed. Anybody feel a hip stretch or not? Yeah? And then come all the way up and release. So we're working on range of motion. One of the things that affects here the most is tight here. Okay, and so that's that stretch. Okay, turn around, do the other leg. Okay, so in a regular yoga class, lest you think we don't do this in regular yoga, we do this balancing. So if you'd like to try it, but keep that chair or wall close, okay? So here you go, here, out to the side. It's this rotation. Now, I want you to lift. Look, I'm turning over even. Lift the foot. Lift the foot. Pull the knee in. Ooh, that's such a fabulous rotation. Pull it back. Lift through the knee. Foot stays lifted. Come all the way forward. Come over. Grab. We call this seated pigeon. Come down and just do a little bit of a bend. And then you're going this way with your body. Stretch. Feel the stretch on the outside of that hip. And then come all the way up. Wiggle out. How are we doing? How are we doing? That's okay. That is life. The phone rings, although don't know why you have that ring. That sounds like the old phone. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Okay, tell me, can you feel what you've created in the hips?
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're creating as big a range of motion as this hip can make. Okay, so watch again. Okay, I'm coming up. I'm taking it over. I'm coming as high as I can, and then I'm lifting. I am shifting. You can try to keep straight, but it might be a little hard. So you're just taking that foot back. That's an internal rotation. And then you're dropping that hip. And I don't know about you, but that movement feels good, right? And then you take it back. You lift through the knee, you bring it back forward, and you're crossing over so that we can then stretch. And then we're going that way with the stretch. And then come all the way up, turn around, do the other side. Okay, here we go. At any time, you are welcome to find balance and do it. You're welcome to use a wall and do it. Up, out to the side. Foot lifts, comes around, the knee drops. So we take that internal rotation and we take it a little further by letting that knee drop. And then we take it back. This time it's just coming up, around, cross it over, reach away from that cross, finding that stretch. Beautifully done. And come up and release. Shake. Okay, how are those hips? Homework. I want you to do this hip rotation, okay, every day. I want to see where we're at, 30 minutes, because I'm going to tell you where it's at so you don't have to watch the whole class. You can just go to 30 minutes if you have questions. So here we go, one more each side. And actually, we've only done 2. Let's do 3 more each side. Here we go, up, out, internally rotate, pull it down, pull it back, lift the knee, rotate it in, find it over, and sit. You can stretch if you want. You're stretching away from the knee that's crossed. Come all the way back up, and change to the other side. Here we go. Sometimes I find the standing leg is getting a lot of work too, because it requires that stability, okay? Holding onto a chair or not, up. Take it out to the side. Find that rotation that brings the knee down. Take it back, bring it up, forward, cross it, set, fall out, find the stretch, and come out. We okay doing 2 more, or should we stop? Is that too much? I think that's too much. Okay, so beautifully done. Go ahead and come. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna come here. Come and just find that stretch. Yeah, stretching out the back. Will you round up? Does anybody's low back feel worked? Or is it just me?
Anybody what?
Does your low back feel like it's worked?
So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So bend your knees, reach the hips, reach to the shoulders. This is a fabulous stretch. Okay, come back up. Reach, stretch. Come back up. Now, you're going to reach and stretch this time, and then we're just going to work on the low back. I'm going to move this chair because I'm on the black screen. I love bright colors again. I forgot. And reach. Round. Ooh, tuck your tailbone. And reach. Tuck your tailbone. And reach. Tuck your tailbone. And reach. Tuck your tailbone. I want you to think, not of the back right here, but think of what the hip has to do. Notice the rotation. And then I want you to make a big circle. Okay, I'm going to do this facing, we're into the camera, my favorite position. But here you go. You're going to find circles. Lifting, circling, bending the knees, creating range of motion. Yeah, we don't do this very often, do we? Reverse that circle. Come up the other way. Finding the range of motion. Now this is range of motion in the hips, but it's also range of motion in the vertebrae, in that low back. Okay, now go back and find the stretch. How does that feel? To me, it's released a little bit. Push into your feet like you're gonna stomp, and it got stuck, and you're pushing down, and then reach the sit bones back. That's the rear end. Reach the head forward towards the chair, and then walk all the way back up. Woo! Roll through. Can you feel how you're even getting hot?
Yeah. Right here is good.
You feel that right there? Cool. So let's do an arm stretch. She says, I'm already doing one. So bring this elbow. One elbow comes under, one comes up. We'll just change to the other side. Okay, I'll remember which ones you were on. If you're coming in, you do not need to grab. You might be here, okay? The elbows are going to lift. The forearms and hands are going to try and move away. Squeeze the hands in while you do this. And then tuck your chin. Now, see if you can pull elbows down towards the hips. Lift them back up. I'm really pulling my hands away from my face. There is a massive stretch right there. Come back up. One more. Come down, reach. Let the hands and the arms come in and drop and uncross. And roll through those shoulders. Okay, other side. Elbow comes under. That's the same arm. That's a different arm. That's, no, yeah, you were opposite. There you go. Are we doing the same arm? I don't think so. Okay, hands pulling in, right? Elbows are lifting, hands away from the face. They're pushing. Even if you can't grab them, they're pushing. All righty. Tuck the chin. Elbows are trying to lift, hands moving away from the face. See if you can pull the shoulders down the back, tuck your chin. Now here we go. Roll towards, come back up. Notice we work shoulders, went to hips, came back to shoulders. Guess where we're going next? And come all the way up. Drop the elbows. Hands come in, release, and roll. Anybody get tingling in the fingers there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's nerves. That just is nerves because we're pinching some stuff in the back and it's fine. Okay. All right, come back to a seat. We'll come back up one more time. You're gonna need your block. There you go. Okay, now the block is gonna stay here. Okay, we're just gonna find range of motion, so just go side to side. Does that hurt anybody? Not really, okay. So this movement in, go ahead and hold. That is very reminiscent of this movement, okay? When we're here, it's not safe to bring it sometimes all the way in for the knees. But in the air, we can do that a little bit better. So come out to the side. Now go so far out to the side, see if you can lift the inner part of the foot up and back. Spread through those toes and just really pull the knee wide. Now I'd like you to feel if there's an elastic band from knee to knee and it's pulling in. And you're just pulling away from it. And notice there's a difference that happens with just that visual and doing that in the body. I don't know about you, but I feel my glutes, my rear end start to tighten. Okay, go ahead and take hold of the knee or underneath the thigh, lift that baby up, hug it in as much as you can. Not here. Can you hold here? Underneath, there you go. And just pull it in, pull it wide. Pull it here, we're crossing the body. So it'd be like we were trying to cross the leg over, we're not gonna get there. Pull it here, pull it in. Up, cross it, bring it back in, pull it in, take it over, cross it, beautifully done, take it in. Now, this done, if you've got knee, right, that's bugging, you can totally do that here. Notice that you still get range of motion in the hip, and it actually changes the range of motion. Go ahead and go back to here and feel this, and then go back and lift the foot and feel that. It's different. And come back. That's why we do so many different movements, okay, is because there's a different muscle if you lift the leg that does this movement. There's another muscle if you lift it even more, okay? That's how the body's built. It's just this incredible thing. We'll stand to do our calves. Do the other side. Okay, we start with just simple movement, in and out, in and out. And remember, it's very reminiscent, and if you want to just kind of experiment, but we can't get quite as much sitting as we can standing to get that internal rotation. So we just kind of here and back, and here and back. And then go ahead and hold it here, okay? Remember that elastic? You're just gonna pull it away, okay? Have you ever pulled an elastic band or a rubber band? Okay, it's not like this. That's doing nothing. There's movement there, but now try to pull. So one of the things that I have noticed personally in my body is that as I do this even though my movement is the exact same movement, as I pull, I resist pulling, and then I resist bringing it in. It's not pull, slingshot, pull, slingshot. It is pull and slowly release. I am working muscle when I do that with the stretch. I'm getting much more work done on the full range of motion of that muscle and what it can do, okay? It's been an amazing experience. Go ahead and hold it out. Come to the outside edge of the foot, lift, go wider. You're just trying to go wide. That elastic's still here, but you're not really moving. Now, if you start to cramp in the hip, you're welcome to come out and come back in. but you are feeling this pull in, but you're keeping it wide. Yeah. Hold for a moment longer. Now, we didn't do this on the other side, but I just had the idea, do some little circles. But we'll come back to that other side because this is phenomenal. Yeah, you're still, that elastic is still pulling and you're still resisting it coming in. Reverse the circle. Go the other direction. Yeah. And then release, lift it up. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Up and over. Hold it in first. Okay, up and over. Your knee is doing well. It is. You have not had the same range of motion that you've had. Yeah, so now we're doing it close. Now, lift the foot and bring it over and back and over. Anybody get a click? I have a click right there. Always have. And back and over and back. Yeah, and release and wiggle. We need to do one more. So come back over here. We didn't do that hip circle with this leg. Come back, find the elastic. Okay, you're tipped up, the foot, the inner foot is up, so you're wide, and then create that circle. Yeah. So I want you to think for a minute. Oftentimes, right? In fact, we just did stand still and do hip circles, right? Now we're doing kind of more of a waist hip circle, right? Reverse that circle. But we're moving the body. It moves a different part of the muscle to move the body like this. Oh, and then release and come back. Okay, we're gonna stand up one more time. Ooh, shake out those legs. I've got an itchy eye today. Turn, come to your back, come to our stretch. Finding that length. Oh, that should feel pretty good. Just wiggle and move here. And then I want you to come, actually watch me because I want you to do this. I think you're ready. Come around. You're going to hold on to the front and you're going to go back. Okay, so walk around to the front. Plant your hands on the blanket. Walk your feet back and reach through your body. So you're coming down, yeah. See if you can reach the hips up a little higher and bring your chest down. Yeah, Joyce. Now tuck your chin a tiny bit. Yes. Yeah. Now hold that. You can walk your feet back a little more.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
This way?
Yeah, and then see if there's a deeper stretch. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. And you're just kind of going to feel like that. You feel that, right? Mm-hmm. And release. Come all the way in. How'd that feel? Little different stretch. So, there's two things of homework. One is to stand. You can hold the counter, right? And do your up, out, rotate down, right? Back up, rotate here. Stretch, okay?
I can do that. I can just combo like that.
I know. You can do it holding on. Counter, chair, okay? The other one is to do this one. Get on a chair. You cannot do this on the counter, okay? You got to step back a little further than what? This is taking a little deeper down dog. You may bend the knees, but you're trying, I can't see it on this side. You really are trying to get your body not here, but here, okay? And just finding that reach. I am pushing all of that back, and I'm reaching my head. If you're here, that's a strain on the neck. So you're here, and it's the top of the head that's reaching. So you're on the body, you're on the seat of the chair, and you're finding that stretch. You may bend those knees and find it. I find a deeper stretch in the body and the shoulders as I bend my knees. Okay? Questions about that? Try it again. Turn around. Bend those knees. Let the body come lower, not just the head. Yeah, not just the head, Ruth. Not Ruth. Trudy, bring your head back up a little. Yes, let the whole body go now. Yeah! Hips up higher, Joyce. Arms straight. Bend your knees, but that's what we're going for. Yeah. And Larry, I want you to try, go ahead and hold. You're gonna hold a little more and see if this can come lower. Right here can come lower. Oh, now lift your hips up, but keep this lower. Yeah, that's the stretch. You okay?
Yeah. Breathe.
And come all the way up.
Wow.
Woo! Okay, yes. All righty.
Legs.
Okay.
Good strength.
Okay, come back up. Beautifully done. How'd it feel?
Ooh, good.
Yeah.
That was great.
That is, so down dog, technically, we do down dog here. Okay, we're trying for all of that range of motion. You guys have been doing it here for how long?
10 years.
Yeah. Now you're coming here, okay? You're ready, because you could do it. But notice what happens when you do that. This, when you stand, you're like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay? Onto your backs on the floor. I know you feel it. Yeah. I'll come around. Yeah, I'm actually going to have you just do it this way. Here. Your neck's going to go a little bit heavy here. Okay. Neck is on the fold, head behind. All right, there. I'm trying to get you to the blanket here. Let me move the blanket. There you go. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do one more fold. There you go.
Oh, good. What
TV up there? There is one right there. Okay. No. You want this. You just bend your knees. Windshield wipers. Okay. So you have them to the right. The knees just fall, and you look up, and then bring the knees up. The knees go the other way. You look the other way. There you go. Do what range of motion you can. If you can go all the way to the floor with those knees, it's fine. Bend the knees.
Feet flat.
No, they'll move. Yeah, as you move. Bend those knees. Windshield wipers.
Oh,
Yeah, you know. Slow it down. We are not in the Texas downforce. There you go.
not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Beautifully done. Okay, for those of you that haven't, we're here. We put a little bit of a roll where we want our head. That's where our neck goes, right there on that roll. And then down. Knees bent. And we're just going side to side. Go ahead and look opposite. I like to take my hands out to the side, palms up, because it opens through my shoulders a little more. Would you, on the inhale, please bring everything up? Knees are up, head is up, and then on the exhale, let them take the twist. Knees go one way, head goes the opposite. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. So you're just going to continue. When you've done one more each side, we're going to just walk the feet wider. So take them as wide as you can kind of get them, and then drop. You're going to feel a different place in the hip. That's that internal rotation. Inhale up and exhale down. Finding
just the sheer wonder of what this body can do. Knees up, nose up on the inhale, and they fall to opposite sides on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Go ahead, the next time you're to the right, hold the right. If you would like to, you can bring your feet together so that your knees getting a little deeper twist. The legs don't have to come to the floor, but you are looking opposite. So if you had your legs wide, as you went to the right leg kind of comes down, just bring that left knee in to join the right knee. You're gonna get a little deeper twist. I love to put my right hand just right on that left thigh. Take some deep breaths there. You got it. And then come up and go to the other side. So your left leg, you're okay. Ruth, I keep calling you Ruth today, Trudy. Pull the knees in a little bit closer to your arm. Trudy. Yeah, let them fall. Okay, go the other way, go left. And then pull that right knee up to join the left knee. Up to join it. It's touching the left knee. Pull them together. Yeah. See, that's a deeper twist, but they're down on the floor. Larry, take them all the way left.
This one?
Yep. Now look back to the right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at me.
Getting a twist. Look at your beautiful wife. Getting that twist. Breathing. Okay, we're then coming into our final relaxation pose. I'll come bring a bolster underneath your knees. Okay, I'd like you to just find a place where you can just let everything relax.
Or you can get up.
No, stay in. Yeah, you know, right where you want. Don't check. Let your knees just fall. Let your heels be down. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Your legs can come a little apart if you want them. Okay, here we go. Let's see. No. How about that? No. Sorry. There you go. Okay. I'm fine. See where your chin was. Beautiful. Now, once you get in this pose, it's relaxing, right? It's just getting out front.
Oh, yeah. No, there you go. It's just a little thing.
Right there. That's why we don't wear them here. If you notice, we're in stretchy pants. Close your eyes. Just breathe. Now you notice that normally we talk a little bit about some yogic philosophy or life right at the first. I'm going to do it right now for just a moment. Sometimes when we first get here, we might be a little anxious to get moving. As you breathe, I want you to take your mind and wander through your body. We're going to do a quick body scan. Think of your feet, your toes, your ankles, your heels, the arch of the foot, the shins, the calf, the knees, the thigh. One of the things I love about the fact that I have taken so much anatomy and physiology over the years is that when I close my eyes, I can see the structure of what the body is. So like when we talk about the knees, I can see the tibia and the fibula, the lower bones coming into the knee with the femur bone and the patella, the kneecap, and then I can see the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments. And in my mind, when we do this body scan, we go through the knees, I just can see this cavernous movement, because we want our joints to be supple and have plenty of space. A lot of hip injuries come because there isn't space between the thigh bone and the hip bone. And we create that when we do this kind of work. Create space. From the thighs, the hips. And with the hips, will you just kind of wiggle side to side a little with those hips? Just feel a little bit of the hula coming in those hips. Let them move a little bit, and then pause them again. The belly, the low back, the rib cage, the back, the side, the back, the front, the other side, the chest, the shoulder blades, the shoulder, the movement we can get in those shoulders. You go to the right upper arm down to the elbow. From the elbow to the forearm. There's 2 bones there, which gives us the ability to turn our palms up and down. The wrist, the palm, the back of the hand, each finger and each knuckle. If you ever had a slice, a cut on the hand where you couldn't move it for a while, you feel so awkward. These hands give us this dexterity. Go to the left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, back of the hand, fingers. Come back up to the shoulders, come across to the sternum. Think of the neck, the movement the neck can make. The circle that might be towards the chin and up, or it just might be a side to side. The face, the chin, my mouth, my teeth, my tongue, the taste. I love tasting things. You imagine if everything had no taste. You try talking with leaving your tongue just at the bottom of the mouth. And if I talk and we don't sound very clear, right? Can you take your tongue and tickle the top of your mouth? The upper lips, the lower lips, the nose, cheekbones, the ears, the temples, the eye themselves, the eye socket, the eyebrows, the nose, the smell. Do you love fresh air? Think of your favorite flower. Your forehead, your hair, the back of your head, the top of the head. Let's take 5 deep inhales. From the very top of your head, exhale audibly out your mouth and let the breath come from the top of the head all the way through the feet. Next inhale from the feet, inhale all the way to the top of the head, an audible exhale out your mouth from the top of your head all the way down. One more, inhale. I said 5, we're just going to do 3. And exhale. And then just come back to your normal breath. I love sharing yoga. From my heart, I see your goodness, your greatness, your divinity, the light that you spread and that you share.
and I bow to that.